Good morning. Good morning to you, one and all. And our prayer is that you had a fabulous Sunday morning worship experience, whether you were in person or whether you participated in the streaming live. However, you were a part of the worship experience on yesterday. It is our prayer. It is our prayer that God showed himself mighty and powerful in your life. And that because of that experience, you now can face whatever you have to deal with this week because God is able to do above and beyond all we could ask or think. And so I'm grateful for those of you who are coming on and sharing with us on today. I see you're getting on here, so I'll wait a couple of minutes and then we'll go from there and watch God bless. Good morning, Carolyn. Good morning, Thea. How are you? Good morning to you, one and all, as you participate in today's snapshot. Excuse me, just a second. Let me cut that back. Grateful to God for those of you who are coming on, whether you are on Facebook or whether you're on YouTube. It's good to see you. Good afternoon to you. The Lord did bless yesterday, didn't he? He moved in ways that are absolutely fascinating and unbelievable. Denise, how are you? And again, it's a poor dog don't wag its own tail, but God moved in union, and we are anticipating that he will continue to do so. And so we're grateful to God for those of you who are coming on and to share with you in this brief and quick snapshot. Okay. And then I'm going to let you go so you can enjoy the rest of your day. For many of you, you are going into preparations for, hey, Sarah, how are you? Brittany, how are you this afternoon? Many of you are going into your preparations for the Thanksgiving moment and a time of celebration, a time of family, a time of gathering, a time to be careful as you gather. How are you, Mary? Okay, thank you so much. And to you and your family, a very happy Thanksgiving as well, Mary. Ethel, I see you as you are coming on. I couldn't figure out why there was a time when I could not see those that were speaking or coming on my page, and come to find out what happened. Is the snapshot a blessing? I just wanted to make sure. I didn't want to do too much, but I just wanted to share just a little bit because at 12 o'clock, I'm going to share with you what the Lord has given me, and then I'm going to move on from there. And again, grateful, and I'm going to continue to say words like grateful and all of that. Minister Faye, how are you this afternoon? Because sometimes there is a necessity for someone to speak that may be where you're not really at, or you're going through something, or your mind is cluttered, or there's a whole lot of other things going on. And so this snapshot is designed to give you a brief moment of exhortation, a brief moment of inspiration, a brief moment whereby you will be able to take the rest of your day and just kind of meditate on it and say, the Lord is good. Nancy, how are you this afternoon? As you know, the snapshot is in Psalm 91. And I want you to know he's my refuge. And guess what? He's not just my refuge. He's your refuge. Think about this for just a moment. And I'm redundant in saying it, and I say it over and over again. And it probably doesn't even have much credence to it because I do say it so much. But one thing that I've learned and I've learned it. Darlene, how are you? Good to have you with us on YouTube. Bless you. Good to have you. The thing that I've learned and I've experienced about how God protects is because there was a particular time in my life when I was one of them that was creeping around in darkness. Now you have to understand something. You got to remember that why are bars so dark and why are clubs so dark? It's so it can mask or masquerade the true perpetuity behind what those events are doing. You gotta recognize that the enemy cannot come at you full throttle, one-on-one, head to head. He has to do it in a very sneaky way. Good afternoon, Minister Sarah. And so what we have to understand and what we have to see is that he's my hiding place. Jaleesa, how are you? The reason that he's my hiding place because there are some times when I can't outrun the enemy. There are some times when I can't out strategically think the enemy. Hey, Sylvia, Scott, there are some times when I don't have the mental capacity to be able to maneuver myself through some of the snares that the enemy has thrown at me. And so in those moments, I recognize that God is fighting my battle, because it says in verses 7 and 8 and 9, he says, and 1,000 shall fall at your side and 10,000 at your right hand, but it shall not come nigh. Here's the thing that I've learned that God has shown me, and God has showed himself to be very powerful in. The very thing that the enemy launches against you is the very thing that will consume the enemy. Ooh, let me calm down. I got too much work I got to get done today. Are you catching what I'm saying? And if you don't believe me, I can go to the word of the Lord, and it's very clear. If you remember, when Pharaoh heart was so hard that he refused to let the people go. And so God, through Moses and Aaron, sent these plagues and these things that came along. And the very last one that infested Pharaoh's kingdom was the very thing that came out of Pharaoh's mouth. Y'all go catch this. And so Pharaoh declared, Elder Jordan, how are you? Pharaoh declared that the firstborn shall die. You shall die at my hands. And Moses looked at him and said, out of your mouth shall it fall upon you. Okay, y'all go. See, that's the thing I like about God, is you don't have to fight. You don't have to fuss. You ain't got to cuss. You ain't got to go off on people. You just sit back and watch and see if the very thing, that's right, Brittany, the power of the tongue, the very thing that the enemy speaks and launches against you is the very thing that will consume your enemy. Okay. You like the snapshots. Okay. You done pulled over. Yeah, love you, girl. And so this is what you've got to recognize, and this is what you have to understand. 1,000 will fall at your side and 10,000 at your right hand, but it won't come near you. The very thing that the enemy thinks that he can take you out with will take him out. Oh, Jaleesa done pulled over to Lord Hammer. Don't y'all be shouting and cutting up in them cars. You pull off to the side like Thea and Jaleesa did so y'all can get this word. That's the thing that I've learned. And here's what I've learned. Okay. Here's what I've learned. Only with your eyes shall you look and see the reward of the wicked. Barbara, the shout is on right now. The shout is on right now. Everybody. Okay, here we go. Everybody else will see what the enemy tries to do to you. How the enemy tries to destroy you, how the enemy tries to disrupt you, how the enemy constantly throws barrages of craziness at you. All you got to do, Erica, is keep your mouth closed. Because the very thing that the enemy launches against you shall consume it. Look what he says. With my eyes, I will see the reward of the wicked. Why? There's a contingency. You cannot see the reward of the wicked unless you have made the Lord your refuge. You cannot see the reward of the wicked unless you have made the Lord your refuge. When he is your refuge, when he is your strength, when he is your provider, when he is your protector, when he is your all in all and your everything, you do not have to keep being bent out of shape. That's it, Cora. I'm telling you, I've learned this for myself. When stupid stuff comes your way to bring you down, keep your mouth shut and watch God take the very thing that they have launched against you, and it will consume them. You're going to get you some rest. Go on and watch you a movie. Go ahead, read your word. Go ahead and meditate. Go on and sing glory unto God. Go ahead and do all of that while they're stewing in the very thing that they created for you. God will allow what they have created for you to consume them. Because you have made the Lord your refuge. That's all I'm trying to take, Brittany. And I know, ladies, for many of you, that is a difficult thing to do. And this is no shade on women. I'm not trying to say anything negative about women, but there is this propensity in the female gender that you just got to say something. You just got to get that last word in. You got to give people a piece of your mind. You really don't feel that you have vindicated yourself unless you do something against them that comes out of your mouth. And what you don't realize, Brittany, see, here's the thing, Brittany, and see, let me tell you something, Brittany. I'm going to say this. The fact that you recognize your mouth means you now know what to do with it. Oh my God. See, it's when you can't see what it is that keeps getting you in trouble. And that's what these snapshots are for, is to open your eyes and open your mind and open your spirit so that you can recognize that God wants to do something powerful in your life. But in order for him to do it, you got to get your mouth. Erica, you got to get your mouth. And see, I'm going to tell you something. This just dropped in my spirit. Don't allow the pains of your past to paint the path of your future. Don't allow, somebody write that down, because that was the Lord right there. Don't allow the pains of your past to paint your future. Hold on. That was a revelation right there. In case y'all didn't get that, that was a revelation. I gotta put this in. Y'all give me just a second. Don't allow the pains of your past to paint your future. Because the Lord gonna let me preach that. The Lord, Barbara, the Lord's gonna let me preach that, because too many of us are still killing our future because we allow our past to paint our pathway. Rather than coming out, we're stewing and we're doing all. There you go. Yeah, don't allow the pain of your past to paint your future. I'm saying I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And you allowing your pain to paint your future. More pain, more heartache, more trial, more issues. No, 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 no. Thank you, Thea. You've got to learn how to speak life. As Brittany had said earlier, the power of life and death is in your tongue. Listen, love y'all so much. I pray that this snapshot has been a blessing to you, that God has moved in your spirit like he has moved in mine. Rebecca, listen, we're installing new faucets in the church, the kind, you know, you do stick your hand underneath it and the water comes on, because we want to make sure that we protect our people working on doors, fixing this, that, and the other. But I needed to share with you what God dropped in my spirit at 10:30 this morning. Man, I love y'all. I love y'all from the depths of my soul. My heart's desire. My heart's desire. That's right. My heart's desire. Isaiah, my friend, my heart's desire is that before my life is over, I will have planted enough word in you so you can word your way through life without me saying another word. I love y'all. Listen, got to go. Got work to do. Got stuff to do. Got to crawl up underneath stuff and get stuff done. Have a blessed day in the Lord. May God bless you and may he keep you is our prayer.